Okay, we've got our bottom motor side washer. Our bottom motor side washer, this particular unit here happens to be an electric drive. One of the nice things about electric drives is it does eliminate the bearings. So with an electric drive, there is no need for greasing. However, if your unit is a hydraulic driven unit, inside the core, you would have two holes. Those holes are so you can spin this and line it up with your bearings and be able to grease your bearings. Since this one is an electric unit, there is no holes. However, one thing that remains the same for hydraulic and electric, we have our bearings on the back side. These are pivot bearings only. Since they are pivot bearings, they only need to be greased on a monthly basis for the pivot bearings. We have a rubber bumper stop. The rubber bumper stop is adjusted to set how far in the brush can come. We also, on this side, have a spring-loaded shock. The spring-loaded shock is what applies the tension to the vehicle. As part of our maintenance, we want to check the shock, make sure that it's got enough tension. If you were to see the brush hitting the side of the car and bouncing off, that means one of two things. Either you need to adjust the tension on the brush or the spring-loaded shock itself is failed. If it has failed, it will need to be replaced. And that is the basic maintenance on the bottom motor side washer. Again, like we talked about with the cloth, we're looking for 2 to 3 inches of penetration from the brush material. Alright, what we have here is our 18-inch rocker brush. This rocker brush is unique than any other rocker brush that we have in the car wash. What makes this rocker brush unique is that the shaft of the brush mounts directly to the hydraulic motor. There's no bearings that need to be greased. The reason we're able to couple it directly to the shaft of the motor is because the brush is adjusted to the width of the car via the tire brush. So the tire brush is actually what adjusts the brush to the width of the vehicle. Therefore, it doesn't put any strain on the motor shaft, so we don't require any bearings. One thing you do want to do with this on your maintenance is you just want to check it and wiggle it. If it's very wiggly, it can mean either your shaft is wearing out or that the hydraulic motor shaft is becoming loose and that the shaft seal may start to leak. You also want to check your hydraulic hoses daily for any leaks. It's also important with any material in the car wash, any type of cloth on any material, we want to get about 2 to 3 inches of penetration, meaning that about 2 to 3 inches of this cloth should lay flat on the vehicle's surface as it's spinning around. If you get less than that and you can't get any more than that, it's time to replace the material on the brush. And that is our 18-inch bottom motor side washer.